Disclaimer, please don't try this at home unless you're aware of all the possible dangers of doing an iPad screen removal using a rice and sock as a heat pad. Rice can get very hot and can burn, and just as well, when you're removing an iPad, you can break glass, and also the iPad has a battery that is dangerous and might cause a fire if you don't do it properly. With that said and done, you've just been warned. I'm not a professional. I'm just a random guy, amateur I would say, showing that you can possibly use the sock and rice as a heat pad. And so this is what you'll need. So instead of purchasing a heat pad from somewhere like this, here on ifixit you can get an iOpener for $13. Not too expensive. I think it's the shipping that cost a lot. They may have made it cheaper to ship, but what do you call it? So to do this, I use an iPad Air 2 that I was trying to do screen removal, and so I'll show you over here. This is it actually removed. You'll need a pick, an iPad Air 2, a sock, preferably not a dirty one like this, and some rice, and a plate, and a microwave. So again, you'll need a microwave. I use a 1000 watt microwave. A cotton sock. We want to use a cotton sock because if there's any synthetic or nylon material, it might burn. So be very careful. If you're not sure, don't use the sock. You'll need a bowl of uncooked rice and a good aftermarket suction cup. Don't use the ones that come included with battery replacement kits, because those suction cups aren't that good. And you'll need a few picks, and that's it. And so here's the short instructions. Again, I mentioned the cotton sock and putting it on a plate like this, because after you microwave it, you'll just carry the plate, or a hot plate or something. I don't know. So you won't be touching the sock. The microwave, what I did, you can see how big this sock is. It goes roughly this size. I microwave it for 90 seconds, but 2 minutes might be enough. And also, what do you call it? I left it on the screen for 3 to 5 minutes after it microwaved. So if you hear kernels popping, it's probably you need to stop with the microwaving. It varies because mine is a 1000 watt microwave. And finally, again, you put it on the screen for 3 to 5 minutes. You can watch the video of me trying it out. It's right after this, and then you'll just use a pick like this, or more likely a pick like this. This one is more preferable because it only goes a few millimeters in, and so you won't damage the LCD, because if you go in too far, you could split the LCD. So you're welcome to watch the video, but proof of concept, this actually worked for me. Microwave, bag of rice into a sock, tie it down. You'll need a suction cup and guitar picks, or some picks or something. And you can see it has a slight edge, so it won't go in too far. And so good luck. I made this because I needed to remove the screen, and I tried a heat gun. This arts and crafts heat gun, it didn't work. I wasn't sure how hot to get it, and it's hard to get a even heatness. You can use a blow dryer too. I think I did that for an old iPad too, but this might be a little easier because you just leave it on there for 3 to 5 minutes, and then you try pulling. The trick for me is I just need to lift a little bit of it using the suction cup, enough to make a little hole, and then once you can get this in, you can slowly kind of wedge it open over time. So not sure if this will help, but at least this is one of the few videos where I've seen that shows that you can use the what do you call it, sock and rice as a heat pad to disassemble the LCD, to separate the screen on the iPad Air 2. So this is my iPad Air 2 that I am going to try to take apart. It has the inverted colors, so when I go here to Tom Gold Run, everything, all the colors are kind of inverted or neon or whatever. So I'm going to give it a try. I already tried using a heat gun to loosen the parts. It's arts and crafts heat gun I got off of Amazon for like $12. Tried it, but it didn't work too well for me, in the sense that I think I did heat it up enough, but I was using these small little suction cups. So now I've upgraded to these little aftermarket suction cups, which should work a lot better. I was using them earlier with the thing, but it's really late right now. It's like 10 something p.m. It's like I was planning to use the heat gun, but instead I'm going to use the sock method with rice. So we'll see how that goes. This is my iPad. There's some rice. Brown rice. I'm using brown rice in a sock. I'm going to try and microwave this sock, this cotton sock, I think it's cotton sock, for 90 seconds. And then I'm going to put it on this iPad, and hopefully I can remove the iPad screen. I'm going to start with the top, then the right, and then the other sides. But it's pretty late, and that's why I'm doing the rice sock method. Get some rice over here and carefully pour it inside. I don't have one hand right now, so that's why this is just for demo purposes. But I'm gonna put enough to fill up the bottom portion, at least 7-8 inches long. Let me go do that. So one of the main reasons you put the rice into the sock first is the rice will get really hot, so you don't want to put it afterwards, like microwaving a bowl, then put into the sock, because it'd be way too hot. So they say you should do it for 45 seconds to a minute if you want to do a heat pack, but since I want to use this to heat the screen, I'll probably do this for at least try to do 90 seconds and work from there. So let's see. So I put the sock into the microwave. Use a cotton sock, please, because cotton will microwave okay, but if you use other materials like nylon, it might not microwave well and burn. So use cotton, and I'm going to do this for 90 seconds. Run ready on the stop, just in case there's some type of issue. Again, I would use a heat gun, but it's really late right now. Don't want to wake up everyone. So. Almost done, 15 more seconds. Moment of truth. It's all done. The sock, it's actually steaming. You can't see it in the recording, but it's steaming. It's pretty hot. Thankfully the plate is easy to carry, but it's steaming. Hope you can see the steam. We'll be putting on the screen and we'll see what happens if I can suction it off. Okie dokie. So I got my screen, my iPad Air 2, putting it down. The sock is pretty hot, but I can still touch it. This was after 90 seconds. I'll leave it on there. And hopefully don't break anything. Got my suction cup ready and some tools over here ready to put in place. This is a purely amateur job. We'll see. I'll leave it there for maybe a few minutes, like 4 or 5 minutes, and then I'll try pulling it off. Let's see if it works. So one of the bad things about this is there's always a lot of moisture. Take this off, there's moisture on here, so I don't know if that's normal, but I'm gonna see if I can suction this. Doesn't seem to be getting it hot enough, and it's actually cooled out. So maybe I need to microwave it some more. Longer than 90 seconds. Well, I'll do another 90 seconds. It's still warm. Let's try it again. I just microwaved this rice sock for another 90 seconds. And I'm going to leave it for another few minutes now. Hopefully it heats it up enough. We'll see. Okay, it's been a few minutes. Gonna remove it. Wipe it a little bit because of the moisture. And now see if I can pull this. Still not coming off. Oops, turn this on, it's not good. Yeah, keep on trying this a little bit more. So this is like my 5th time heating up the sock again. Heat it up again for 90 seconds, probably 2 minutes or a little more might be better, but leaving it on the screen for 3 minutes might not be long enough. So I'm going to leave it on there for maybe 5 minutes. Let the heat, what do you call it, be absorbed by this iPad and see where it goes. So I'll do 5 minutes now, but I'm getting tired, so I'm gonna call it a day. And again, I can't use the heat gun because it's too loud. That's for another day. It's been 5 minutes, so now I'm gonna give it a try. Hopefully I can lift it. It's actually pretty hot. It's pretty warm, so I'm surprised I can't lift it off. So I'm a little bummed. So I actually am able to lift some of it over here. And so if I can slide this in, sorry about that, slide that in, I can start the process. don't want to break anything. So you know what? I might be able to use this. Maybe patient. I'm gonna put this in for another 90 seconds and try this side now. So the sock method might work. You might have to do it for, depending on how much rice you put, minute 30 to longer. I'm gonna try 2 minutes this time. So they told me to do it from over here, but actually doing it on the corner was easier for me to pry open a little bit. So let's see. So it does seem that you can use a sock with rice in it. You might have to microwave it anywhere from 90 seconds to 2 minutes. As I reheat it, I can hear like the kernels kind of popping a little bit. So you'll have to experiment, because this is the first time I've ever done it. I'm just surprised I got the top piece off. So now I'm working on the side. I'm going to leave it on for around 3 minutes. So I'm guessing the hardest part is just getting an opening to put a tool that doesn't go in too deep. They say about 6 millimeters or 1/4 of an inch or something. But this is, I don't know, this is probably like 3 millimeters. So I'm just waiting for it to heat up for 3 minutes or 4 minutes, and I'll give it a try. Probably I might wait 5 minutes to do it. So okay, it's been about 3 minutes now. I'm gonna take it off and then try to pull what I can off. I'm gonna use this tool to continue on my work. So now I can put something in between here. I want to have another one of these so I don't go in too deep. They're pretty cool. Do that bottom side now. So it does work. It's still hot, so I'm going to use it if I can. Do it for another 2-3 minutes and then see if the hardest part, I guess, was just making a slit and then working from there. But I'm just surprised the sock method works with rice. Okay, it's been a few minutes. I'm going to work on the bottom side now. Might be getting a little impatient because I just want to get this over with. But Maybe I need to heat it some more. Leave that on. So I got impatient and I just started doing this. You can see it's coming off. I'm just gonna leave that there. All that's left is the last side. So this is getting a little cool now, so I'm gonna microwave this for another 30 seconds and try the last side. Sock method, iPad Air screen coming off. Gonna finish the last side. I should suction this. See. So you can see I'm just slowly peeling away from that glue. And remember, it's attached by a cable, so I don't want to do it completely. Maybe heat up this part a little bit. Now allow me to finish that off. So, it's possible. It's possible to remove a screen with a sock and rice. I tried searching for videos and I didn't find any, so I'm pretty happy that it works. I'm in disbelief. Dirty old sock with rice, brown rice. I was too cheap to use the white rice, and with one of those blue tools, blue clips like this, looks like a pick, I was able to remove the screen. Pretty amazing to me. So when opening your iPad Air 2, you want to, you can see there's the cable over here. So you have to be careful about not damaging the cable over here. Sorry about the lighting, but there is the cable over here. Let's see if I turn on it. Like I said, I'm an amateur. So you don't want to tear that cable over here, because you're going to take it apart. So I'm guessing you would lift it like this. Oh, there you can see it. Just be careful not to tear it. So take a tool and disassemble it. Sorry about the lighting, guys. Here, let's see it again. You want to be careful about that piece over there. Let's see if it's just a connection problem with my bad LCD. Can I turn this on still? Because I want to do a test. You'll still see the inverted colors, probably. So I'm going to try disconnecting it, then reconnecting it, and see how that goes. So you can see it's still inverted colors. I'm going to disconnect the cable and reconnect it and see how that goes.